Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to Tuesday, April 28th. I am coming to you from our little office area that we have in our house. We call this the yellow room because it's yellow. One of the reasons I'm in here today is to show you one of the things that I'm going to be learning about, or have been learning about. This is Raspberry Pi 3. It is a little, basically a microcomputer. It has a couple of USB ports. It has a wireless dongle. It has an out cable for this big old monitor here. So I'm going to bend down here and flip this puppy on. As a computer itself, it's got a pretty quick processing speed. And it is, oh, there it is. It's coming, and then you can see the code that'll pop up here in a second. That'll kind of run through the startup with it. Oops, now there it is. Don't know what any of that means. That stuff just goes through. Welcome to Raspberry Pi. And then it'll have a desktop. Hello, as I'm waiting. And there it is. Let's see if got my wireless mouse, got my wireless keyboard. And the cool thing about this is that this costs $60. And then the case and the other things. So I would guess that for less than $100, you can have one of these. And if you've got Wi-Fi and you've got the cables necessary, you can have a fully functioning computer for less than $100. So I can click on the web browser and it will come up with something that's similar to Chrome. It isn't Chrome. There we go. It's got the tab options and that type of thing. It runs at a speed that is fairly consistent to what our laptops run at. The cool thing about this is that if I want, it comes with Minecraft. It comes with Python games, and the Minecraft is they call it a sandbox. And so you can get in and you can play with the code and you can play with the programming. It's got a whole bunch of different programming languages that you can use to figure out, what's going to be the best one for me. I know Scratch is a big one right now. I know Python is a big one. It's got an Office type of thing. I haven't used this much just to see if it works with our Google Docs or our Microsoft Office types of things. It's got an email server that you can use. It's got the games that are there, the accessories like you would find on a regular desktop. And then it also gives you this tutorial on how to use it. And so I've been going through and just this has been my learning for a while. I've also been getting onto YouTube and starting to look at YouTube clips to see, what projects can I do. If I click here on projects, and we'll close that because there wasn't a lot of stuff in there. I mean, you can create games, you can create websites, music. If you have the pieces, you can create all sorts of different robotics. You can create digital art. And so if I click here on Browse All Projects, again, I can be looking at all sorts of stuff that I would like here. What do I have? Got my Pi, I've got any kind of electronic components, I've got a 3. If I have these things, I can use them. The different types of programming languages that I can use. And then, hey, am I just at a creator's point, or am I a developer? Am I a builder? And so we can kind of see it's all sorts of different stuff that can be done here. And again, this is a computer that is, if you have the monitor and you have the things already, this thing costs you less than $100. But you have something that is Wi-Fi embedded. It's got Bluetooth as well, so you can hook Bluetooth devices up to it. Just really kind of cool. The reason that I'm talking about this is because with our online learning, this is what online learning here is all about. It's about getting on and just getting the stuff done that you need to get done. We are struggling right now as sixth graders getting our online learning finished. And I'm not entirely sure why. I know it's optional, but I hope that if you're not doing the online learning, that you are doing learning of some sort. whether that's cooking around the house, whether that's cleaning, whether that's gardening, whether that's helping build something, whether that's just being out, and if you're working on the farm, you're doing learning that is going to benefit you at some point. School's not going away. Next year will come, and you will be in 7th grade, and there's going to be expectations of things that you will have to be knowing. And that's what this online learning is all about. And so if you're not doing it, I hope you do have a plan for what you will do. Because right now you've got May, June, July, August. You've got 4 months left to be looking at things and learning about stuff. And all learning doesn't take place in school. I fully understand that. Some of the best learning that's happened probably has happened in your kitchen or outside as you are doing things. But just to say, hey, I'm done in March, that's going to be a tough one to rationalize with Mr. Calkins, Mrs. Linderbaum, Mrs. Thompson, and Mrs. Boyer going into what they're going to want you to do as 7th graders. So we have our Zoom that will happen on Wednesday. So look for that from Mrs. Cleve. And I hope you had a good weekend. We went down and dropped a bike off with Faith, did some social distancing with her, and then we went back to Waterloo, picked up some dinner for my parents. If any of you are familiar with the Brown Bottle in Waterloo, that place is awesome food. Oh my gosh. They offer take and bakes. So we got them some lasagna and some meat and cheese manicotti. Stopped out there and social distance with them as well, but it was nice to see them. I haven't seen my parents in probably 3 months. So it was nice to see them as well. And then we're back here doing schoolwork, trying to get things done around the house. Our tiller broke down, so I had to run that over to Elgin on Friday. I'm hoping to get a phone call today so I can get back out and start working our ground up a little bit. We've got seeds popping up all over the place. We've got tomatoes, we've got basil, we've got cilantro, we've got peppers. Got a lot of stuff going on, but it's also about the learning as well. What are you doing? How are you making and helping yourself be the best student and be the best person that you possibly can be? With that, I hope to see you tomorrow during the Zoom, and I hope to see your comments below in this video. Tell me about what you're learning. What are you doing? And if it's not schoolwork, that's fine. But what are you learning about? What are you doing to help yourself become the best person that you possibly can be? We will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.